Hello, guys, and welcome to day number two. I'm your host Dax, and we are going to be getting into some newborns action in just a bit. Probably going to expect a little bit over the time. Yet again, a few people are a little bit late, but it's all good in the hood. We're going to be just waiting on and seeing who's gonna be up next on the newborn stage. So yeah, again guys, if this is your first time checking this one out, the Newborns is a set of competitive squad teams dedicated to helping Filipino Overwatch players. I should do the warm up real quick before I do start. This is from bronze to diamond. They're gonna be divided into two. So we're gonna be doing 6 maps yet again. Same old from last time. It's Oasis, Hollywood, and Anubis for set 1, and Ilios, Kings Row, and Volskaya for set number 2. I'm actually really excited to see who's gonna be coming in today after we had, a few moments from the last one, some Junkrat play, some little bits of the flexibility, tank battles, left, right, and center, all pretty exciting. And this is our second session, so if you guys are tuning on in for the first time or coming on back, remember you can still join. Use the commands down below to help you out in these instances. If you are a viewer though, waiting on for the contender specific bugs, that is gonna be in 3 hours from now. 3 hours from what I'm saying. So we'll be doing this broadcast. We're gonna be ending an hour or a half an hour before that starts up. I'll go for a little breather, take a little break, have a little dinner, and then move on to that later on with Kai and Co. Now, anyway, for the time being, a little bit of that low elo, but it's fine. It's all about learning, it's all about training, and more or less these are academy teams trying to be formed by WatchOver PH. We'll see what will be the future of these players after today. Again, if you aren't able to join today or you weren't able to join the last time, I know that they might be planning a special session, so we'll be seeing what we can do about that. And beyond that, we'll be right back as soon as we get confirmation of what's gonna be first, fixing things up in the admin side. And it's been it's been a little bit of a tease right here right now. I'm just like, I want to get into some Overwatch action. I just want to see what these guys are going to be up to, and we'll be able to see that later on in, more or less just a bit. Welcome back, guys, and welcome, guys, to the day 2 of Newborn. Seems like we are all set and ready to go. So we are going to be starting this off with the bronze to gold action into this one. That means our map pool will be Oasis alongside Hollywood and Anubis. Remember from the last one, we saw a little bit of that Arisa Sigma action as well as some Reinhardt Zarya from throughout today. But overall, it's all about trying to see what these guys can bring to the table. So for now, in our session, we got Arcanist, Lazarus, Savoy, Sparketic, JD, and Cursebreaker on the blue hand side. In the meantime, here for the Reds, it's XIV, Dead Pulse, Hello, It's Over, I'm Perfect, Danteville23, and Aki. Oh, we are going to see a few swaps there, and then by some of our admins right here, right now, the Newborns Blue Hand Squad, as well as the Newborns Red, going to be facing off in some BO3 control action. It'll be really interesting to see what, again, strategies these players are going to bring to the table. I feel like it's all about comfort pits right here, right now, trying to show the best that you can do, trying to show that you can be the best that you can be with the heroes that, you're familiar with. It's just all of I feel it's all gonna be fun. It's like last time I was doing all this analysis, I was doing like, okay, these are gonna be some optimal compositions, and then you realize, okay, you say these things are optimal, but at the same time, people are still learning, people are still trying to climb the ladder, and if that doesn't work for them, might as well go into something that can actually kill people per se. Now, in terms of low tier and lower leagues, the kill time, the TTK is going to be a lot higher than usual. The spawn advantage is very, very important. But here on Control, that's a good thing. On Control, it is equidistant. Everyone has the same chance. Everyone has the same way to go. The only problem will be whoever gets the momentum in their favor first might be able to snowball with it, because in terms of the discipline, it might not be the best in terms of that regroup unless a team kill happens. Now, usually, in any case in Control, first defense is the one who will be able to take it. The first one to get the points sets the tempo, sets the places of engagement. But we'll see right here, right now, if it will apply here on Oasis Newborn Squad, facing off yet again in some public game action, in some pug format setups to try and show what they can do. So let's get into Oasis, and let's get into our first game. So welcome, guys, to Oasis, and welcome to our little setup right here, right now. Anyway, guys, if you are tuning on in for the later project tonight for the contender-specific pugs, that's going to be at 9 p.m. or within the 3-hour mark. So this one is something else. I have 2 things to do today, one for the Philippine scene and one for the region itself. Anyway, where is my T schedule? What's the command? What is my command for that one? Just making sure that y'all understand what's gonna be going on. Y'all understand what's gonna be here for our session today. Don't forget, there are still the beats for the BlizzCon 2019 poster giveaway at the same time. There will still be the drops for the Mercy Sprays, which I haven't even finished yet on my own side. So I better get into that one, as well as I better be able to see what these guys can bring to the table as Arcanist, Lazarus, Imperfect, Savoy, Cursebreaker, and JD on the blue hand side, playing the old school double shield with the Ryan Winston. In the meantime, here for the red, it's gonna be the Zarya Sigma to try and go for the ground offensive with XIV and Dead Pulse working together. Hello, It's Over, playing that Symmetra and going for the teleporter. Usually, when you do this, you go for the teleport, you swap things over to the Reaper immediately after everyone teleports. But in this instance, Hello, It's Over gonna be playing the sim itself and won't be using the teleporter in any other instance except a faster spawn. Now, if you have no real idea on how to use the TP, that's the best way to go at it. It allows your team to more or less get faster spawns against your opponents. Sparketic though, gonna be on that Genji, Aki, and Dante Evil on the Moriana instead. And Aki right now going for a top up. But oh, Arcanist in that first blood gonna be able to take care of Hello, it's over. The Winston and Reinhardt actually gonna be able to just brawl against that Symmetra. At the same time, Hello, it's over. If positioned well, should be able to charge up that level 3 beam and make it as strong as possible. Anyway, here we go with the solo dive. That the Evil gonna be the target. Takedown there from Arcanist. He's just building things up and setting things down. Coalesces here from Cursebreaker after the point is already captured. So might as well push a little forward and play more aggressive, says the blue hand side. Still though, Biotic Orb gonna get tossed around. Don't forget guys that this stream does have a little bit of a delay since this is the Tryouts. Lazarus not quite low, will get taken down. Aki on the flip side, popping that Coalescence. And here we go with Imperfect. He's gonna whip out the blade, look for a target for 2. Wants to go for that Zarya. Nano Boost though off the XIV. Gonna keep the Sigma alive, but the real important part of this aspect would be the accretion onto the Genji. Still though, JD and Imperfect both do go down. The sound barrier there completely unused. Sadboy on the flip side. Gonna go for that Sapling Valve Visor. And who cares about the barrier in your face? Because XIV gonna get tripped on over Arcanist with the Primal Rage as well. And that's a lot of ultimates used here by the blue hand side. So on to this aspect, onto this part of the engagement. Since JD wasn't able to get that sound barrier, no protection, forced out another set of ultimates here from Team Blue. Subboy though, using that tactical visor in a good spot, just running past XIV and experimental barrier. You should be able to just make that a static defense instead. There's no point running it past the Soldier 76. But here we go with a bigger barrier. It's gonna be Hello, it's over, popping that photon barrier. Subboy swapping things over to the Sim of all things. Very interesting. Oh, Subboy gonna get that taken out of the Sparketic. He was trying to whip out the blade, but seems like the sword will remain in the sheath. Aki though, gonna go to the fade onto the other side, getting away. Cursebreaker though, another Coalescence, a lot quicker than his counterpart. XIV now, popping that Gravitic Flux, lifting 2 up, wants to go for that max HP damage. Lazarus staying alive, might try to be reborn anytime soon later on. Reaper right now here for Sparketic though, looking to get that tank. Imperfect, misses the punch, doesn't really get much. But still, the Doomfist now in a good spot to just corral the Reaper into his demise. 3 frags already, and Deadpool's right now still staying on. The Zarya quite low already. Subboy gonna get 2 frags on the board, and the blue hand side just running people over, taking everyone down, taking names, and taking this one 100-0.
Score 1-0. Ready for battle.
This is now my home, as much as any other.
This time into University we go, and compared to the City Center action where it was a little more open, this time it's more on that CQC. Gonna be able to play close as much as possible. Still though, Lazarus and Arcanist staying on the Rhine and the Winston together, looking like comfort pick right there. Subboy in the meantime gonna be on that Symmetra instead. And usually again when you see the Symmetra in higher tier gameplay, teleporter, swap the Reaper, and good to go. But no, Subboy not even using that teleporter from spawn. He is just gonna run on forward and look to go for a few right clicks along the way. In the meantime, Rhines are here from XIV and Deadpulse. I like this a lot better. It's a lot more standard, and it might be the new meta coming very soon as the PTR patch comes out. So for now, Dante Evil playing the Brig, not really something you would see in this kind of matchup, but still, he plays a little too much on that older style. In old Brig, you feel like you're a hero, you can just be out in front and go for all that damage and keep the healing ongoing. But no, with the newer Brig, you have to be a lot more cautious. 200 HP on the barrier, you have to be using the whip shot and the shield bash accordingly. You have to be playing as defensively as possible and push with your team. You cannot be the complete front line anymore, or you will just get run over. Interesting, Mr. Boy gonna put that teleporter up from the doorway to the staircase near their spawn. Again, faster spawns here might make the difference for the blue hand side. Imperfect right now going for the combo, does save up 1 ability to actually get away. This is really good game knowledge here from Mr. Imperfect, but unfortunately his transition is more to his namesake. JD right now taking care of Hello, it's over. Shadow stepping in front of your opponent means that you will just die. 2 instant headshots. Who cares about if you're not able to aim, because your brain will get dinged anyway. Riptide right now coming online. Sparketic Kinetic leading that one to the center, and that is gonna be a double kill there with a big boom. XIV right now. Shatter available, being bounced around by Arcanist. He wants to go for the environmentals. Gets one, gets two, and it seems like the Prowl Rage is gonna be the king of the jungle right here, right now. Aki right now though, Coalescence into play. Arcanist jumping on over up on top and perfect right now onto the right hand side. Here we go with a Sandbar here, courtesy of JD. Another punch coming our way. XIV to the corner, meet the strike right here, right now, and then perfect. 2 frags on the board here for the blue hand side. Good starts for Newborns Blue. So for now, Newborns Blue just completely dominating the action. Nothing much to be said here for the red hand side. It seems like they just have met their match and then some, unable to really get much done. Lazarus and Arcanist, the 2 tanks yet again, so scary, working well in tandem. JD will get the frag onto XIV. Savoy keeping the beam on going. Coalescence here from Curse really just ahead of Aki in so many situations. And this just might be the washiest wash of them all. It is gonna be a clean sweep right here right now from the blue hand side as Newborns Red can't even go for the touch, and that is gonna be all the power to Team Blue.
Victory.
The first game done and adjusted right there, right then, guys, and Newborns Blue will be able to get more or less all that takedowns in the world. Leave the game here to Arcanist, gonna be popping. That's Primal. And he's just rampaging right there, right then, looking for frags left, right, and center, and just shoots them into the basin. Easy kill. It seems like the river will be flowing with corpses instead. So that was the first game, guys, and that was a pretty fun one, to say the least. It was a complete wash, that's for sure, and it really goes to show the blue hand side a lot more dominant than you would expect. Anyway, guys, we'll take a little bit of a break. We'll see how the teams will be adjusted, and we'll get into Hollywood in just a bit. As we're getting into Hollywood, guys, I'm getting a little bit of a question. What's a newborn? What's all this about? So again, the guys from WatchOver PH trying to make a little bit of these academy teams for the PH scene. So they are gonna be trying to build 2 squads, one from bronze to gold, one to go for plat diamond, and try to teach them ropes. Look to see if they can handle a competitive environment, as well as get a little bit of that coaching, as well as a little bit of that mentorship along the way. So Newborns technically is just basically new teams coming in for the PH scene, made out of community members who are willing to try on outs. The tryouts are very, very chill, that's for sure. They have done a more or less pug format for this. You can hop in, you can hop out, you can try even at the last minute, since this is more of a learning opportunity over really looking to compete as much first and foremost. It will lead to that point. It will lead to bigger and better things, especially looking to work into the open division. But for now, this is just a way, this is just a chance for players to make a name for themselves, players to show off, especially on stream, as well as be part of a team. So TLDR, Newborns is just a new team. The new team tryouts, basically. Basically right there, right? Then it seems like XIV and Lazarus this time going to be together as we move into Hollywood. You're gonna get a few of those balances, a few of those shifts in terms of our players. As damn, that was just a one-sided show, courtesy of Team Blue. There's so many things going right there for Team Blue. The Ryan Winston working so comfortable. The DPS sure flexing around, but at the same time, able to do what they need to do thanks to their front line, just putting the biggest shield, biggest wall in their face. The support line as well, getting a lot of efficiency in terms of their ultimates, faster calls, faster ults, able to make them anyhow effective, more or less setting the tempo, setting the tone, and keeping everyone alive. So it really goes to show that it isn't just all about frags, it's also about working together, doing your jobs. As a team, when you're trying to get better and better, you have to stop micromanaging what your other players do, what your other teammates do. You have to be focusing on yourself and just expecting and praying to God that your team will be doing what they need to do individually. All the cogs of the machine have to work together, and all of the cogs of the machine have to work independently to be able to do the whole system. It's so important that you focus on your own game so you can give it your 110%. And that is what we're trying to do right now here for the newborns. And speaking of that one, again, Team Blue seems like they had that system there, and then everyone could trust each other, everyone could just work in their own roles, not too much micromanagement it looks like, and at the same time it was just they were just able to get on the objective first, be able to set tempo. And I said before on control that even in the highest of the high, that first defense allows you to more or less say, okay, we're gonna fight here, we're gonna be engaging here, we're gonna be engaging now, that kind of thing, compared to when you're on the offensive. Instead, you have to go for that central point or you'll lose, but you'll also have to look for your opponents since they'll be contesting at their leisure. So again, 3 map set, guys, 1 for hybrid and 1 for 2CP. So they are going to be able to showcase their strategies and their play in these 3 maps at the same time. You know, you mix things up, be able to get different modes, since different modes have different philosophies. So for our first set, again, that is the Oasis, that is Hollywood, as the Temple of Anubis, and the second one will be Ilios, King's Row, and Volskaya. From yesterday, my favorite map was obviously King's Row. It went the long haul, it was an exciting one, it was more or less an even matchup, both sides knowing how to be offensive, funny moments as well, shallow steps from behind, a Soldier 76 running around, and a few halts into a hole you wouldn't expect in the first place. Volskaya was a good one too, just a little bit of that advanced interactions there being shown on up. I also did like a little bit of Temple of Anubis. There were instances where the fights were just being exciting, being interesting, isn't it, Ollie? Just making sure that the map is, the map is correct. We'll be waiting on for confirmation from our admins to know what we're gonna be seeing into this one. More or less those 3 maps. Those 3 maps should show up. There we go. So Hollywood is up next. The stars gonna be shining. I wish I was able to set foot by the attacker spawn. But anyway, we're gonna getting into this one, hybrid action. So 2 different instances. You get that control points where it's the attacker having the advantage from spawn, and then the whole escort where the payload dictates where the fights do go. So welcome to the sunny shores of California, and welcome to Hollywood yet again. One of my favorite maps, to be honest. And again, guys, when a little bit of broadcaster tip there and then, when the casters are just talking and it feels like it's longer than usual, it just means that the game isn't ready. In any kind of production, from the biggest to the small, it just means that there is something in the way, either technical wise or in real life. It'll be funny, like someone needs to go to the bathroom suddenly in between games. Of course, that will really break their focus, so that should be allowed. Peripherals getting all jumbled up, the server having a little bit of an issue, or a PC needing a restart or 2. So that happens everywhere and anywhere. It's not like It's not like in physical sports where, okay, halftime, you can get everything done, no need for an extension. There's still technical issues here in esports, and even here in the newborn stage too, it happens. So anyway, let's get into this one. Double shield right here, right now, between Lazarus and XIV, and Perfect gonna be on that Junkrat. Sparketic gonna be playing that Ash from Cursebreaker, and Danceville on the Ana and the Mercy. So we were talking about the Perfect a while ago. It seems like he does know a few intellectual things about the game, knowing a few technical aspects, especially in the Doomfist rollouts. He still needs to work on a little bit of that positioning. He's trying to find potency, but he's not getting it. So this time on the Junkrat, gonna be looking a little more comfortable, setting up a trap or two to try and get an insta-kill. In the meantime, Arcan is now on to that Ryan with Deadpulse on the Zarya. Hello is over playing a Sim, Savoy on that DF instead. Aki and JD on the Lucia Moira, and this should allow a really good brawl. I like this composition here from the right hand side. It does have a lot of CQC potential, to say the least. So here we go with the teleporter to the... Okay, where does the teleport actually go? Seems like it was on behind instead, but you know who went up top? Boy, all the way onto the rooftops. Gets the punch of Danceville. That will be a takedown there, and then Lazarus, though, not paying attention. Might get taken down in the meantime. And Perfect right now, quite low already. Good shield here from XIV. 14 keeping him alive. Arcanist tossing out that 5-strike along the way, and on to the high ground we go. Teleporter now to go up on top. Hello, it's over. Trying to make this one done. Savoy, though, insta-kill on the Lazarus, and the turrets, man. The turrets are pesky. Deadpulse as well. Big beam on the way. And the red hand side, this time a minute on in. Seems like the colors of the wind shifting in favor of Team Red, as in 1 minute to get to 6. And I was talking about the composition a while ago. A speed boost in, it's pretty much game over, man. Game over for Team Blue. So what's the problem right now with our double barrier? There is not really the proper support behind it. The DPS line, sure, the Ash is okay. Dynamites will get value into a Bob. And the Junkrat spam is fine, but Merciana means that you're a lot slower than usual. It's all about that top up, but your supports are pretty vulnerable to any of the antics from the red hand side. Savoy can go for the flank, teleporter in the face can be important as well, and none of the DPS line really cares about that double barrier because the symmetry just gets stronger and the Doomfist can punch through that one. Imperfect though, just whipping out a little bit of that oil, takes care of Savoy. Here we go now with the resurrection. Lazarus, playing to his namesake, gonna be brought back to life on the weekend, and the rags gonna be dusted down for the time being though. Grenades still being tossed. There's gonna be a bear trap right there, right then. XIV right here, right now. Flux is available, and here we go with the charge and the coalescence. XIV though, still gonna get the Flux in time. Oh, JD holding that sound barrier for the Flux, knowing the situation. Here we go with the shatter. Sparketic though, tossing the bomb, and you can see in these kinds of games on the lower leagues with the TTK so low, everyone is given the opportunity to throw their ultimate. It's a 1-for-1 trade though. Danceville flying on around. Hello, it's over. Still has the potent barrier, and the Reinhardt has to keep the shield on up. Arcanist needs to stay alive. Deadpulse though, gonna be looking for a heartbeat. Sees Lazarus right here, right now. Supercharger perhaps versus Graviton Surge, but Lazarus gonna decide it's time to die. Okay, doesn't want to die. There you go. Finally taking his name to the grave. Anyway though, Arcanist pushing on forward. And here we go with the turrets tossed yet again. Remember guys though, the platinum and diamond side will be by around 7 o'clock. This is still the bronze to gold, as the red hand side cleans up really easily in front of the stage. This is only our second map of the day out of 6. Second map of the first set of 3. And now Lazarus gonna be the second one dead after the takedown there onto Danceville. Another stagger. And Lazarus even popping that supercharger. Highly unfortunate. Not the best way to use his ultimate. So what was the problem there for the blue hand side? Unable to go on the outside, especially with the Doomfist watching one door and everyone else on the other. Fernando, XIV gonna be out in front. The Sigma playing main tank right now as Lazarus swaps over to the Roadhog instead. Looking for a little more potency. Gets the hook right now onto Savoy. Might be a punch. Meet the strike available, but Sparketic now making it rain. And he's playing the aggressor. Doesn't care. Doesn't mind in. Big balls here from Sparketic. But now, here we go with the meteor strike. Someone's going for the land. Graviton Surge though off the mark a little bit. But Deadpulse doesn't care. 100 energy to his name. Will be able to get a triple kill with a perfect setup. Danceville waiting by the generator, can't generate any more life right here, right now, and it's a complete snowball effect from second to third points. Newborn's Red, 3:52 on the clock.
Score 0-3. Switching sides. Initiating match.
Swapping sides right here, right now. XIV, Lazarus, Imperfect, Sparkgate, Cursebreaker, and Danteville. Seems like when you trip down the mountain, you're just gonna be falling off the wayside. In the meantime, the red hand side just dominating, that's for sure. Saboy showing up with that Doomfist, that's for sure. In the meantime, we did have Arcanist on that ride with Deadpulse on the Zarya. Very comfortable, high energy. The Zarya doing a lot of damage right there, right then. Hello is over though, throwing a few turrets along the way. Good positioning in some. I wish you could spectate the turret itself, but it is what it is. Now he gets back into the fights. Lucian at this time. Aki doesn't care if there's gonna be a barrier. Wants to play the healing sniper. So here on the defense, we are going to get the Junkrat instead with the Symmetra. Now, this is a very, very scary composition in a matchup like this. Because this means the turrets are going to be on one side, the traps are going to be in the other with the spam. And both sides will take more or less chip damage and maybe just maybe allow Ilios over and Saboy to get quick ultimates into this one. So how can they fix this? How can the blue hand side actually win out in this matchup? I feel like they already have one part, the Mercy with Danteville. Just one little flyer, a Pharah, will be so helpful right here, right now. The interesting composition, Eraser Reinhardt into play. Now usually you don't see this composition in SEA or in Asia in general. This is more or less an NA comp, but you also need the Lucio along the way to speed boost you in and you brawl. Mercy Moira instead all for the heals, and there you go. Saboy already getting the first takedown onto Sparketic. We were talking about this a while ago. The surveillance room gonna be littered with traps. Big Bionade as well from Aki. And hello, it's over. A little hesitant, but now with a big beam, wants to go for Imperfect. Two beams on the red hand side. You cannot ever play against you into this one or any kind of deflection action. You can't play that grass, you can't play that DM because it's gonna be a go all through. It's penetrating damage there from the Symmetra as well as the Zarya. In the meantime though, Lazarus now pushing forward. XIV throwing a few shots along the way. Fusion Cannon singing into the middle line. Sparketic though playing the Tracer in the front. You never want to do this as Tracer. Right now he should be blinking on the left hand side. Go to the back line and look for a Poketsu. Does do so right here, right now. Imperfect gonna be there as well. Let's see if the McCree can get a shot. A flashbang as well onto the Lucio, but not enough. Oh, it is enough. JD overextending, will get taken down. Now that is a big hit there from Imperfect. Gets that kill onto the Lucio all the way out in the open, but Saboy has the Riptire available. He's on the high ground. Cursebreaker right now popping that coalescence, but here we go with the trip on his favorite rocket ship. Danteville will get taken down. Cursebreaker now still keeping the beam on going. Saboy from above, showing justice. JD right now with the sound barrier. Nano boost there from Aki as well, and the boost, yo, all the way onto the point, trying to duel against Imperfect. Saboy decides get into the face of the McCree. He can't shoot me right there. We'll get that takedown. It's a little bit of a panic action though from JD and Aki. They both popped their ultimates, and ult economy now squarely in favor of the blue hand side. Will they be able to use this to their advantage though, as 5 ultimates should be ready to go here for this next attack. Perfect right now. Deadeye is available. Danteville so close to that Valkyrie. In the meantime though, the Symmetra has that Photon Barrier available. And here comes Lazarus, decides to shatter out in the open. Does get 3, will get trapped though. Fusion Cannon right here right now from XIV. But where is the damage? None of the shots actually connecting. And here we go, the Pulse Bomb. JD steps into that one. Sparketic right now, 2 frags on the board. Hello, it's over. Trying to keep the beam on going. Looking for the shield that's gonna go to the right hand side. And one does go down. Grab the search here from Deadpulse. Absolutely beautiful as well. Deadeye though from above. And how the hell did Imperfect get up there and dead? Flashbang right now onto the Zarya, but Deadpulse keeping the beam on going. Still hasn't killed the McCree though. Needs to get that takedown, hiding behind the dumpster. And who will get the frag? It seems like Imperfect, topped up by Dante, kept alive. Flashbang right now. Imperfect with a double kill. The McCree getting kill after kill after kill right here, right now. JD Naki though getting on the board again. Saboy wants to go for the grenade, but Cursebreaker now, coalescence, continuous damage. You can't miss that. Wanna go for the top up, wanna go for the hit. The McCree needs to stay in position. The Smash is 1 HP, and that's gonna be imperfect, getting another frag along the way. Somebody right now, Riptire is coming online. Oh, the Nano Boost! The panic Nano Boost into the in-your-face. Riptire will be able to get 2. And that is the show in that attack. How long did that fight go? Imperfect in the back line, left alone, kept alive in the wrong instances, left for dead, left for alive behind enemy lines, able to get some really good value there. But still, with that fight going the long haul, one last chance here for the blue hand side, and Sparketic just stands out in the open, will get taken down. Was there even a trap there? That's a little unfortunate. He never again want to play that Tracer in the front line. Lazarus going for the hook inside of the bubble shield, and that's gonna get absolutely again. The Tracer right now, Pulse Bomb is able, looking for a big stick. Arcanist though, Primal Rage is abound, and here we go with Dante flying along. Sound Barrier right here now gets the stick, but it's too late because JD casts the beam and casts the beat on down. Imperfect though, Deadeye from behind, and this time it's a triple kill. It's fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice. Shame on the red hand side for not turning around, because Imperfect getting the triple right there, right then. Apparently that will work here into this game, and Team Blue with a flashbang as well to end things on a high note. That's a quad there, clutching it out for Imperfect. And with 1-6 taken, oh, here we go yet again. Hello, it's over. Does not want to stop yet. Wants to go for the shield dance, but the flashbang there from Imperfect will get a takedown yet again. Curse Breaker right now. Coalescence going through the beam. Dead Pulse though. Grab the Surge, but doesn't have too much energy. 66, really good so far. But here we go with the Riptire, and some boy gonna get the triple kill. Everyone ignoring the Junkrat. And what has happened here to the blue hand side? Everything falling apart. Lego brick by boring brick getting taken down. And 14 now, 0 HP. And that is the show. Team Red taking the win, 3-0.
Play of the game.
Play the game. 2 Imperfect. Look at that. Everyone just ignores the McCree. Unfortunately, Aki was the only one who saw it. Missed the sleep dart, and Aki's like, never mind, not gonna bother. Eventually, able to get the takedown, I guess. Get a quad with a flashbang to end things up. That was another game there, and Hollywood, man. Hollywood showing some stars. Everyone's seeing stars from those flashbangs, but in the end, the blue hand side wanted to win there, and then the red hand side rather wanted to win there, and then go for the full hold. Did give up 2 tanks. Hello, it's over. It's like, okay, it's gonna be over on this point, and they were able to do so. Even though the Symmetra died immediately, that's the teleport as well as the Photon Barrier was enough to keep the Junkrat alive, and Saboy popping it clutch. Still though, the Junkrat's Riptires completely, what do you say, have been ignored as well as unrespected, and all these players paying the price for it, that's for sure. So we'll be right back, guys, as we get into Temple of Anubis. Welcome back, guys, and we are going to be getting into Temple of Anubis really soon. Just getting a little bit of that cycle again, swapping around players. Pay attention, guys. The blue and the red winning doesn't matter since the players are being moved around. They're not the same team from the first to the second game. That's why I also don't keep score in that aspect. But seems like Anubis gonna be good to go into this one. Arcanus, Lazarus, Subboy, Sparketic, Chrisbreaker, and Zantiville on the blue hand side. And the new title of the red, it's XIV, Deadpool, Solo, it's over, Imperfect, Aki, and JD playing on together. So let's get into this one. Temple of Anubis. Everyone excited. Everyone want to see what the Desert Sands can bring into their playground. And here we go, guys. Welcome to TOA. Temple of Anubis, my personal least favorite map, and in terms of the pug stats, it is the least favorite map of the community. It does have its charm when you figure the map out. I'm talking about Temple of Anubis, just so many chokeholds onto the right, onto the center, onto the left, but at least there's variety, that's for sure. Now, Junkrats will be more or less the saving grace here for both of these teams, because I haven't really seen any effective far play so far. But in the meantime though, oh, I love this! Team Blue playing a proper composition. So here we go with the Symmetra as well as the Bastion. So this does mean that this should be a high ground defense all the way onto the back, or one onto the center and one on the rooftop we can't access. So we'll see how Subboy is gonna use this TP. Zantiville going playing that Mercy. Now usually it is either or. You usually play Mercy with Pharah and Ana for more ground, but since you're playing the Symmetra, might as well. The Resurrection gonna be important for one of the two. Now, interesting to note though, Subboy will put the TP all the way into the back of the corner of the point itself. Now, this isn't the worst position as well, can keep you protected, but it does open you up to flank after flank. Chrisbreaker gonna be on that Batiste. Here we go right now though with XIV just charging on in. Sparketic easily taking down JD. And here we go with the takedown onto Imperfect as well. Here we go, guys. Welcome to the Bastion Show. Welcome to the meta. And this has to be the last batch that we'll be seeing this composition. Risa and Sigma shields gonna be heavily nerfed. It'll be so easy to just go for shield break into the future. For getting done, moving on to the left hand side. Now usually on this Bastion you don't want to get too close. You can stay on the other side instead. Has to make a decision though. Will the Genji be the target or will it be everyone else? Going into recon is a suicide mission. Might be a takedown there and then. Damage reduction is not there. And Sparketic deciding I'm time to bail out. To the other side we go. And here we go with the Bastion. Getting another takedown there and then. But this time, Deadpulse getting 2 kills on the board. Golden Barrier set on up. Cursebaker trying to stay alive. And Sparketic going into recon mode yet again. Imperfect now 2 kills on the board. Aki with the Coalescence will get stunned out of it by Arcanus. But overall, that's going to be a 1 minute push here from Team Red. Now, what went wrong there to Team Blue? The biggest issue was Sparketic going into recon mode so many times. So many times. Completely unnecessary. It makes your DPS so low and pretty much makes you a target so easy to take down. Instead, you want to use what your Symmetra is enabling you to. Put yourself onto the teleporter, move around with that one. Also, move as a team. The Bastion was in so many good spots, but apparently no one working with him in the first place. Still though, the red hand side looking to snowball. Gonna be going in from the Necropolis area. Ground Blade here from Imperfect. Looking for a Cutler too. Takes care of Lazarus right now. I feel will get shut down. But here we go with the Sound Barrier from JD as Arcanus pop that Flux. It's not gonna be enough here for the defense, but Sparketic back into the fight. Hello, it's over right now. 2 frags on the board. Make that 3 with the Fulton Barrier. That's a grab the surge from Deadpulse as well. And the first stick will be freely taken right here, right now. Lazarus though onto the right hand side. The beams are keeping cross. And that'll be a takedown yet again. Arcanus looking for the leap. Won't get it! And Team Red just running that one over. You can't play a Bastion comp when your team isn't able to hold your position.
Switching sides. Initiating match.
Remember guys, the newborns are from bronze to diamond only. So y'all waiting for or gonna be playing later on in the Contendees Bugs. Wait your turn, guys. We'll do that tonight as well. In the meantime, here we go yet again on the blue hand side. is what it is. We'll see what Arcanist, Lazarus, Saboy, Sarketic, Cursebreaker, and Dantiville are gonna be up to. In the meantime, XIV, Deadpulse, Loads over Imperfect, Aki, and JD. They'll be on Team Red instead. TPs haven't been the most efficient right now. You know, they haven't really been using it in instances where it would be better for them to use that high ground, for them to move around, for them to actually get in a proper position. On the flip side though, Lazarus and Arcanist playing that Ryan Winston instead. Remember guys, if you are in the WatchOver PH Discord, you are going to be able to join opportunities like this. I'm not the one hosting this, I'm just here to cast. I'm just here to broadcast this all to the audience. Serve all your questions to the WatchOver PH staff. They're the ones who really wants to make this pet project work, and I support them wholeheartedly. Speaking of support, Saboy right now gonna go for the half. This should be an easy takedown onto Imperfect, but Saboy decides, okay, I'm gonna back on out and go to the Zarya instead. Not the best decision. Now we'll be in a bad spot in front of the Doofus. We'll get punished, and Imperfect, you know, plays that one pretty well at the tail end of that. For the flip side though, XIV and Deadpulse, they're playing that Zarya and the Sigma. Arcanist right now onto the other side. Lazarus going for the charge, the turrets, getting some good damage there, and Sparketic will get taken down. Hello, it's over though. Looking for a beam or two. Wants to go for Dantiville right now. The Mercy just walking around like an Egyptian, and this time the River Nile won't be taking that offering right there, right then. Still though, Zarya Sigma here for the defense. It's all about brawling in the opposition space. Now against Ryan Winston, this might be an interesting, you know, conundrum here for the blue hand side. Instead, Arcanist swapping over to the Zarya, and I like this a lot better here for the offense. Having that Reinhardt over the Sigma allows you to get that shield damage on, as well as penetrating through the Sigma shield. You run past it in the first place. Unfortunately though for Team Blue, they do not have a Lucio. They should have a little bit of that speed to help them out. Sparketic right now playing the Soldier 76 as well. Dantiville though flying on over. Arcanist and XIV getting a few frags along the way. 3 kills already here for the blue hand side. And Cursebreaker popping that Coalescence as well. Here we go with the rock, and Perfect, the only one left. And will he be able to actually clutch this out? 6v1. Trying to go from the side. Ambitious. This Mr. Imperfect is. But now while he's waiting, time to go, time to leave, and time to go to the other side. Fernando XIV gonna be playing this Sigma. In the meantime, low, it's over. Gonna be with the Photon Barrier. Gonna be a big shield all the way out in front, but still Saboy right now into the front line yet again. Now playing the aggressor, gonna go for the meteor strike as well. Wants to commit into this one, gets the rocket punch inside. That's one frag on the board. Imperfect though doing the same. 2 kills here for the defense, and they pop the sound barrier as well. 3 frags right here, right now. Arcanist backing on out. Sparketic though jumping around. Imperfect still staying on. Dantiville into the crosshairs of the CCTVs, and that's gonna be the show there and then. Fernando Imperfect wants to go for a punch or two, and that's Saboy deciding, dude, you're overextending. That's not where you want to go. That's for sure. In the meantime, Chara is available here for Lazarus. On to the right hand side they go. Imperfect though, swapping over to the far right. Interesting pick. Might get half though by Sparketic. He's waiting on the right hand side. And without that Mercy alongside, Imperfect now gonna get grounded. You're back into your room, young lady. That's still Imperfect trying to stay alive. There's some boy onto the right hand side. Wants to go for the upper top. Graviton Surge is there. Deadpulse does get the stun though. That's 3 frags on the floor. Oh, that's only 3 in the ground. No frags whatsoever apparently. Graviton Surge right there. Not really used up into the best degree. Cursebreaker though. Coalescence. Dantiville flying along with the Valkyrie as well, and here we go with the Graviton Surge from Arcanist. 3, 4 frags here already, courtesy of the Zarya. This time he's showing Deadpulse how it's done, and with a big beam, a 90 energy right there. Imperfect blows himself up, and now this is do or die time here for the defense. XIV trying to roll on in, swinging like a wrecking ball, will get wrecked on down instead. Next on the list, JD, close to that sound barrier. Can he actually get it? Needs to get on the way, trying to go for the top up, can't pop the Q. Oh, will get hacked by Sparketic, and that's an easy takedown there, courtesy of Saboy. Setting up, knocking down Imperfect right now though. Rocket Barrage will get unmitigated till the kill there and then by Arcanist. It's still good here for the blue hand side. Sure, they lose the Mercy, but they still have the Moira to go for the top up. They just need to get frags a little quicker. There you go. Subboy gonna do the same. 2 kills already, courtesy of the Doomfist. We go for the hack. Kill onto Cursebreaker. Hello, it's over. Swapping over to the main. Perfect onto the Genji. The Genji gonna be a suicide bonsai dive, but here we go with the double hack there. And hello, it's over. Can't go for the ice block. Aki right now fading on to the point, but the chances of this defense to hold are fading, slipping away. XIV coming on yet again. Gonna go for the barrier. Try to stay alive. The more people around him should give him more shields, but still not enough. Still Subboy though. Another punch onto JD. Here on Temple of Anubis, so many walls, so many corners, so many insta-give positions that the Doomfist can use. We're going hello, it's over. Trying to go for the freeze. Sees the Doomfist Subboy right now, knocking him away. And finally, there's the takedown here for the red hand side. They're flipping the script. They're gonna be able to get 3 frags on the board. TTA solo right here, right now. Here we go though with Coalescence. And Cursebreaker tried to break the chain of kills courtesy of this defense. Lazarus gonna get the charge. And apparently, the red hand side has one last chance with Deadpool's not gonna happen. Still though, XIV back into the fight. And this fight keeping on, keeping on. Such a long stagger here from both squadrons. XIV now taken down, and the Genji forgets to step in perfect. Can't touch. It's 1:41 on the clock.
Score 2-2. Initiating
Team Blue gonna be able to get the attack yet again. What else is going on? Team PH jersey. Dude, I'd love to give you updates on that, but that's not my job. Rest assured, we're trying to make those work. Okay, we're trying our best to get a few prints out. Having some really big issues with the supplier. You guys need to see the schedule today. It is the command day schedule. Or is it day schedule? Whatever. It's the one on the title. If you need the Discord link to be able to join these newborn tryouts, it is !NB. All the commands that you need, guys, are on the stream title. Simply to, help yourselves. As anyway, Orisa Sigma right there. Orisa and the Hog rather, between XIV and Deadpulse right here, right now. Looking to get in position. Hello, it's over, and Imperfect going for the Symmetra and the McCree instead. On the flip side though, Lazarus and Arcanist going for the Rhine, going to the Zarya. And what happened there in that last fight? It seems like with XIV swapping over to the Wrecking Ball, he's just able to spawn in time. Now that's the issue if you're not going to be able to get the kill in time in the first place. But the Sombra and the Doomfist were able to get those frags. Tit for tat, hack into punch. Pretty effective playing the hack fist in that last part. Still though, a lot big drain, and then Perfect now on McCree will be able to get shut down Subboy. It seems like the blue hand side was expecting a Junkrat here from Team Red, expecting something ground based. They do see that. Hello, it's over. Oh, who gets pinned by Lazarus? That is the worst thing that can happen to the poor Sim. But the turret will be able to get that takedown. JD right now just keeping on with the healing boost, not really going for that speed too much, but it is enough to get that takedown onto 3. The Sombra caught in the corner, gets cleaned up. Cursebreaker as well will fall on over. And here for Team Red, the Orisa shield is set yet again. XIV right now, the Orisa getting the frag there, and then still though, Arcanist on the opposite end. Going for a right click or two. Cursebreaker in the meantime, staying onto the right hand side. We'll see if we can get the Coalescence in time here. Usually a Moira should be able to get the Coal within this minute, especially if they're able to get the touch, go for the overtime fight. Still though, it'll be a struggle to get through the choke with 30 seconds left. There we go with the halt already. Looking for the halt hook. I love the envision there from XIV and Deadpulse, but here we go with Subboy now. On to the flip side, looking for a kill. And hello, it's over. We'll get taken down. Beautiful size 6 stam. Should be able to get the penetration. Still though, into the halts, into the turrets. And that is the Doomfist getting caught in the crossfire. Organic now swapping over to Tracer. Didn't get too much success a while ago with this hero. Let's see if it'll be a different story here on Anubis. And we go for the hook. Down to Bill. We'll get taken down. As overtime though, taking away Shatter now, putting JD to the floor. Imperfect though on that high ground. And that's a double kill into the flashbang. Wanting to go for a triple. Sound barrier here as well from JD. And the only one left, Sparketic. Easy hook into the takedown. Headshots are abound. Subboy onto that Reaper, taking it out. It seems like the dream to get the capture yet again has been dashed.
Score 2-2. Switching sides.
Up things over. 4:54 on the clock to get 1 tick. Chances here for the red hand side might, might be a good one. That's for sure. So again, last call, guys. This is our last match for the bronze to gold. We're gonna be getting on with our plats to diamond bracket after this map, and that's gonna be 3 maps yet again: Ilios, as well as Kings Row and Volskaya. So stay tuned for that. I see a lot of people waiting for that one, supporting those guys on the bench right now, looking to warm up, looking to get going for the newborns tryouts. But overall here for the first half of the day, I would say a few of my MVPs have already been set on the 2 teams right now on this 12. An interesting note, Saboy gonna be playing the Bastion this time. Sparketic on the Sim, but what the teleporter? Come on, guys. Okay, let's just say TP here and then TP here. That's fine. Or TP here and then TP here, or TP there and TP there. Figure something out. Figure something out. But anyway, instead, it's all about the discipline right here, right now from the blue hand side. If they are gonna defend the point only, then they should be staying on the point only. But here we go with the teleporter from Hello, it's over. They are gonna go for Saboy. No one protecting that Bastion. Desperate resurrection here from Cursebreaker. Not gonna be enough. 3 frags already. Surprise, surprise. Gonna get that takedown. Saboy can't track that one down. Good initiative play here from Hello, it's over. And perfect with the dashes on in. And that team kill. Gonna clean that one up. The red hand side takes it 3-2. Play of the game here too. Hello, it's over with that Sim. Was this just a dash on in? No, it's something a little bit different. So for me, I would say overall from these sessions, there are a lot of, very... There are a lot of equal and equidistant play from many in this session. So let's just go around that real quick. I love seeing the tank line with all those different things, but I would say Arcanist and Deadpulse all the way up on top with that. Arcanist showing that main tank action. Deadpulse so good with the energy, so good with those grabs as well. In the meantime, on the DPS, everyone doing their job, some doing more than others, and I would say more or less who did best overall. I'd say it's been, it'd be between Saboy as well as Imperfect. Hello, it's over. Creative on the Symmetra, but I didn't see too much of him. Besides that, Sparketic really messing up with that Tracer, but was able to show up in different aspects. Imperfect on the flip side does have that know-how into the game. Saboy with that Doomfist, very, very scary. Shades of being better and getting better. On the support line, well, who was there? Support line, there was JD, there was Cursebreaker, it was Mercy. It's like, the support line was okay. I'd say Cursebreaker was quicker, if I remember correctly. He was quicker on those coalescences, so that's good on him. He's trying to keep up with the markers for Cole in the first place, which is like less than a minute. 40 seconds is pretty much optimal. A minute is fine. And a little over that is more or less what you expect from a lower league. So all good there for Cursebreaker, trying to move on up, trying to get better and better with that Moira. So in the end, that was our bronze to gold bracket. That was our bronze to gold set. You already expect different things and different aspects of the game, and it just goes to show they're trying to get better. Now we are going to be moving on to the plat to diamond in just a bit. And in the meantime, let me just scroll to chat real quick. Be able to check out what you guys have been chatting. Things about the contenders thing again is at 9 p.m. So that's 2 hours from now, from what I said. At the same time, you get drops here for the Mercy Challenge. There's a giveaway for PH residents if you get enough beats. And this time we're going into our second set. So that was the first 3 right there, right then. This is day 2 of the Newborn Tryouts. I'm your host Dax, and we'll be right back for the next one. Don't forget, guys, this thing is delayed. So if you need something from me, pretty much quickly, at me in the chat. Hello guys, and we are about to start into our Newborn's Tryouts Part 2. It's gonna be the Platinum aspect this time, and we are gonna be starting things off, of course, on Ilios to start things off with control right here, right now. In the meantime, we do have these players on board. It's Ambi, XIV, Killy, Sensi, Ugly Rats, and Alexine on the blue hand side. On the red zone, it's Arcanist, Blazer, Shiver, Oily Beer, Curse Breaker, and Red Rose coming on and coming online for this session. CJ31 waiting on the bench as well. Seems like that he's trying to figure out what role he's gonna be. Had him on attack a while ago, moving over to DPS instead. So we'll see which one he's comfy with, and we'll see who's gonna be subbed on. Now it's to accommodate the rotation. Again though, you guys can still join by using the commands at !NB to join the Discord and just look for an admin. That's pretty much all you gotta do, and they should be able to hook you up. For now though, second sets, different maps, different philosophies, and with different skill rating, you will be expecting different things into this one. Ilios again has that CQC nature, has the open nature, and has the hole in the middle nature, which you don't see anywhere else. I wonder why they never replicated well completely. I guess, you know, the philosophy is a little messy if you have maps where there's an insta-kill part all the time. I did a little bit on University of Oasis, but you are still kept alive, so it's more or less if your team can actually take advantage of that in the first place. A while ago though, we had our bronze to gold, and it was fun. We had a interesting matchup, especially on TOA. Unfortunately, the Bastion strats did not work at all, because no one really protecting those Bastions in those instances. Anyway though, Newborn's Blue, yet again, let's read that one out. Ambi, XIV, Killy, Sensi, Rats, and Alexide. In the meantime, on the red, it's Blazer, Arcanist, Shiver, Oily Beer, Cursebreaker, and Red Rose. Good to go. We are going to be getting into the action, and we are going to be underway for our second depth. Map 1 out of 3, map 4 out of 6 of today. Into the blue and white, into Ilios we go. I like Ilios. It's a pretty map, that's for sure. One of the most aesthetically pleasing maps in the game. It's so clean, so good. It's Tundy time here and now by the windmill. Still, what kind of compositions are we gonna get? Looking at the players, again, I expect Genji's abound, and of course, a Junkrat from Mr. Beer himself. Last time though, on Ilios, Oily Beer struggled a lot, especially with Doomfist actually chasing after him. Might not be his map compared to the first 3 in the first set, so we'll see if he can adjust and make it a little better. Cursebreaker still staying on. Red Rose gonna be there on the red hand side versus Rat and Alexide, so Anna should be played as well, courtesy of Ugly Rats. Ambi flexing on over, can't do either tech, and he's on the Roadhog here for the blue hand side.
Staying out of trouble, Genji?
So Orisa Hog, what do you expect here from, well, halts into hook, or just a normal hook to normal halts, and looking for frag after frag after frag. Alexido playing the Mercy, not playing that Lucia right here right now, even though the DPS line gonna be that standard type composition between the Genji and the Tracer. Killy should be flanking from the side. Sensi looking for pokes, looking the Ancestor Strike to secure the kill. On the flip side here for Team Red, it's a Lucia Moira, but they have Oily Beer on that Junkrat and Shiver on the Genji instead. Orisa Hog as well. So tit for tat, maybe different strokes for different folks. I would love to see the Mercy on it for the red hand side instead compared to the Lucia Moira, especially with that Junkrat, and vice versa. The Lucia Moira suiting well with the Genji and the Tracer, or maybe a Lucia on even better. But the first frag there from XIV, gonna get Blazer. We'll get 2 Oily Beer out in the open. Doesn't care about shield play apparently. We'll get taken down pretty easily. Sensi right now though. Shuriken's being tossed out in front. And the blue hand side going for initial capture. Shiver though with Assassination on the Rat, brought back to life by Alexide. And here for the blue hand side, tempo is set, and they have some really good front lines. The Orisa and the Sigma working well together, trying to stay out in front. Did I say Sigma? I meant the Roadhog. As Ambi though with the flag playing proactively, and this is what you want to see from your Roadhog. Go for picks, go for takedowns, take the fights against the opposition, avoids the hook there from Blazer. And now Sensi popping the deflect, trying to get in position yet again. Here we go with the hook again, and it's gonna be Ambi getting that takedown. 2 Roadhogs rolling. Both come in. One comes out alive. Both do get some good ult charge though. Oily Beer right now playing his flank strats. Not gonna work this time in the face of the Roadhog. And Mr. Oily has to back on that. Team Red, not really in their elements, especially on the geometry of this map. The Tracer though, Killy has the pulse bomb, gets the stick! And that is Oily Beer taking that one down. He does walk into the trap though, and Shiver should be able to get the easy shot there. And then Bullhog right now from Ambi, flying up into the air. Apparently pigs do fly. Red Rose though gets the boop, will get that takedown. And the red hand side right here, right now, coming close. There we go with the Hulk yet again. Sensi though, whipping out the Dragon Blade, gets the cuts onto Rats. No, apparently no, it's Shiver getting frags. 2 kills on the board. XIB right now, falling to the hand of the hot hand of the McCree. And Shiver, not playing to his namesake whatsoever. He's looking to be on fire right now. Red Rose gonna get the melee onto Killy. And they are gonna be able to get that capture. Now with the Junkrat and the McCree, you would think that the red hand side would prefer to stay on the opposite end instead. Bombard, go for mid-range shots instead of going for the choke. But they do see the Window Sweeper swap, and that makes sense. They all commit all the way into the front. Ambi though yet again going for the flank. And Blazer right now taking it out courtesy of Ugly Rats. Anubis right now to auto Killy. Steps into the trap yet again. Shiver, Arcanist, Blazer getting on the void. Oily Beer with his standard double kill right there, right then. Red Rose booping Ambi into the hole as Ambi decides to go for the reset as well. So team build there for the red hand side, a multitude of events going on right there, right then. But overall, that nano boost onto the Tracer, not really panning on out too much. And with the Riptire climbing the wall, getting a double kill onto the support line, it was pretty much a wash there. Easy takedowns. Didn't really need the Riptire by the tail end of that one. But it seems like Olivier finally getting his elements, finally getting the flanks that he needs, and gets in the face of Sensi and Elgirat. The 2 snipers get taken down by the grenades, and Olivier going yet again. This time though, the tanks are in position. XIB dropping on down. Shiver gonna get that takedown. Abby doing the same. Will fall onto the right hand side. And where is Red Rose? Taking a nap though. Sleep Dart into full effect. Can he actually get the boop onto Abby? Seems like it's not the case. Still though, Red Rose and the red hand side looking good so far. Finally getting momentum in their favor. Sensi backing on out. Oily Beer yet again gets the trap with Alexid, who walks into that one. But he has to reload. Won't be able to get that takedown. Sensi right now charging. Blazer though with the frag. Killy tossing out that pulse bomb. Won't be enough. Now Shiver again on this McCree. Consistent in getting those shots, consistent in getting damage here for the red hand side. On the flip side, Sam Barrier ready here for Red Rose. Curse Breaker, ready with that Coalesce. It's a little slower this time, needs to keep it up to be anyhow effective. Ambi though stunned on up, but still gets the kill on the Blazer. He hooks second, will get that kill. Shiver right now, charging that Deadeye. Just waiting anyone from touching. Oh, Abby gets into the face, and that is gonna be overtime ticking away thanks to the corpse of the Roadhog. Still though, Alexid right now popping that Valkyrie, flying on around. And where was this red team at the start of this map? It seems like they flipped the script midway. Oily Beer getting the flanks as well. Shiver though, pretty much the pillar of those shots.
Score 0-1. Ready for battle.
Chopping things over, we go into Lighthouse instead. And interesting about Lighthouse, open, yes, but so much urban warfare. Can play CQC, can play close and go for those chokes. Always the point itself, the building, the Lighthouse. Having that rooftop, small little structure, window up on top. Many effective flanks, and Killy gonna be trying to play this one out with this Fariha. But keep an eye out on that window. The Farah might actually go into that one. No, never mind. Killy instead gonna decide to play the Reaper. We'll see if it's going to be anyhow effective into this one. So this does mean they want to play on the inside as well. The Mercy and the Moira between Alexid and Ugly Rat should be more about that top. Biotic Orb not being tossed. Killy using the raid form to try and get on away. Reloads as well. Now the health still going to be important and effective against Blazer. Nope, catches Rats. That's going to be a takedown. Oily Beer though, in his elements. This is exactly what the Junkrat wants. Inside means grenades will hit. And with grenades hitting, everyone will get turned into giblets. It's Thanksgiving dinner, and Oily Beer is the one setting the table. So for now, the red hand side playing that Hog as well as the Orisa yet again. And Blazer right now in Arcanist looking for a position to try and get a hold hook or two. Shiver though takes care of Sensi, chases after him, gets that takedown. Pulse on right now, ready to go on to the right hand side, trying to rotate. The real question is though, can he get the blink in time? 2 blinks, hesitates a little bit though. 2 blinks and insta-Q. You need to have that killer instinct to get those takedowns there, and then almost clips down the Moira. Sensi though, going for the brawl, blinks right now, a little awkward here for Shiver. Can the Genji get the takedown? Dodging action here, the right clicks aren't hitting, but eventually the Shuriken toss finally hits the head. Right now though, popping that Coalescence Cursebreaker, doing the same, aiming into the skies. Ambi though, gonna get cleaned up. Killy still flying on along, but it will take a while for the Pharah to get some value here, to get that Mirage. Sensi though, will have the blade in hand, whips it out. Oily Beer gets a total mayhem kill after his demise. Not the best place to whip out the blade. Cursebreaker getting on the board as well. And overall, the red hand side just controlling all the aspects of the map. Alex Seed as well, gonna get sniped by the Lucio. Impressive there from Red Rose. Anyway though, here we go with Killy yet again into the middle line. The shields are set one more time, and Oily Beer right now has the Riptire available. Killy though, playing the long range game, should be able to get that barrage sometime soon. Ambi right now, Shatter is available. One fight territory though for the blue hand side. Last chance for them to take the win, and Sensi is looking for a punch, doesn't get it. Here we go with the hook. Oh, the Shatter does connect onto 2 Red Rose from the side. Sound Barrier is bumped, and Killy good to go for the Rocket Barrage, but the shields are still in effect. Ripped out right now from Oily Beer, looking for a takedown, and that's a triple kill. Who cares about the Gravity Surge there from XIV? Because 1, 2, 3, they all fall down. Killy right now brought back to life, just to immediately get blown up to smithereens. And this time, the red hand side seals it with a kiss. Mwah. Absolute finique. They take it, and Oily Beer actually showing on up into this one. Shiver though, damn, on the hit scan, very effective. Play of the game does go to Junkrat, gets a few more multi-kills along the way. Without Shiver's clutch, Oily Beer could not be given the opportunity for this. He was struggling a lot at the start, but it seems like, again, team game, guys. Team freaking game. Killy and Sensi having some good ideas as well, but they're hesitating a little too much to try and get frags in their movements. You can see it's not as clean as it should be. Just a little more there for Killy and Sensi. They should be able to take the fights against the two. Now, the sport lines have been pretty fun to see. Rat and Red Rose above and beyond, getting more or less that ult charge with Red Rose, knowing more of the game, able to hide with that Lucio, keeping the sound barrier ready to go. Solid efforts there from our supports. Now, we are going to get a number of swaps right here, right now. We have Go With The Flow coming on in for Arcanist, Akashi in as well for Oily, CJ in for Sensi. So a number of guys being swapped around. I think one more guy gonna be flipped around. Should be Flame in, yes, for Cursebreaker. So big shout outs, guys, to the guys from previous sets who actually filled on in. And we'll see what the balance is gonna be, as we'll take a little bit of a break. Welcome back, guys. It seems like we're getting into King's Row right here, right now. As Ambi, Flow, Killy, CJ31, Flame, Z-Mark. Flame, Z-Mark. What's with the H? Let's just call him Flame. Flame, Z-Mark, Flame, Alexid on the blue hand side. Blazer, Noah Ryusu, Shiver, Kashi, Rats, and Red Rose yet again. And into King's Row we go one more time. I love King's Row. Classic map. Pretty much the D does too of Overwatch, that's for sure. And looking at the lineups right here right now, getting a little bit of that deja vu on this map. But anyway, transitioning into King's Row. Pay attention, guys. Seems like we have Shiver and Akashi together yet again. We were talking about this the last time on the same map. in this instance, who's gonna be playing that Genji? Who's gonna be playing something else? That's the real question.
Initiating.
Anyway, we have CJ31 and Flames Mark going on into the game. Flow coming on back as well. Ambi alongside him, and Ambi and Flow is a pairing we usually see in the Pug Arena, so pretty familiar stuff between those two. On the flip side, Inori Yuzu and Blazer as well, so all these guys know how to play with each other and play against each other, but how are these adjustments gonna come in? That's the real question. Rats, Red Rose together right here, right now, expecting a lot from the support line here for the red hand side. Let's see though what Flamesy and Alexid can bring to the table against them.
Ready for battle.
So we start things off with the Ryan Zarya here for Ambi and Flo Killy playing that Ashe, so it's going to be all about dynamite value yet again. And CJ31 showing up with the Junkrat as well. Flamesy Mark though and Alexid playing that Mercy Moira, all about that heals, so it's sustain without the utility, but who cares if you are going to be able to stay on alive. In the meantime though, here for the red hand side, it's Blazer and Yushu doing the same. It seems like everyone has gotten the memo from PTR. And it's time to whip out the hammer, whip out the beam, and back onto the Ryan Zarya we go. On the flip side though, it's Shiver on that Doomfist, Akashi playing his Genji, Rats on the Ana, and Red Rose on the Lucio. So honestly, it's cool composition, looking so good here for the red hand side in terms of comp. I'll give them the advantage, a lot of combos, a lot of potential, and lots of things to adjust with. For now though, the defense showing up the technical aspects, showing up the theory crafting, and gets 2 frags to start things off. Good shots there from Killy and CJ31. Through the barriers they go, and Noriyusu needs to keep that shield up, and Blazer needs to get some energy to put some pressure along the way. For the time being though, Killy right now looking for a little bit more of that dynamite value. 46% though. It's good stuff here from the Ashe. Even better with CJ31. 70% and counting. Quick ultimates coming online here for the DPS. And this seems a little higher than we would expect. Well done here to the blue hand side. Flamesy Mark as well. Ready with the coal. I was talking about it a while ago. Getting that coalescence pre 1 minute. Very good as Moira. In the meantime though, Inamarisu right now ready with that shatter, can go for a stun or two. Killy though, dynamite sauce out in the open, and Rats will get taken down. The red hand side trying to transition into the cinema, but it seems like they're just gonna be walking into the palm of CJ31. He's going for the shots, trying to shoot them through the doorways. Riptire ready to go, gonna be so potent if no one can actually get to it. Shiver though on Depakri, he showed up pretty well on Ilios so far with that hit scan. If someone can take care of the Riptire, my money's on him. But seems like the gamble is here and the hunt is afoot. Red Rose gonna tank that one up. Not the worst, but not the best as well here and now. Killy don't see the bob, and he trips. Yep, a little awkward there. Still though, Akashi dashing on forward, gonna take care of Killy, who's just busy face bombing with his toss. And Noriyusu though can't get the shatter in time. Flamesy Mark popping that coalescence, and this should be another cleanup here from the defense. So what is going on here for the red hand side? Even though they have a good composition in theory, they're just unable to execute with the pressure being applied courtesy of Killy and CJ31. They really need to get in the face of the Ashe and the Junkrat, but seems like the position here from the blue hand side doesn't let them. Now what can the red team do? They can go for the flanks. They tried on the right hand side, not really the best because that's a long funnel. Instead, penetrating through the hotel might be the way to go. But here we go with Red Rose, popping that sound barrier. Doofus here from Shiver as well. Nano Blade at the plate. Akashi right now cutting Killy down. And that's 2 frags on the board. Seems like all you need to win is you throw the kitchen sink, wash the dishes, get some joy. J-O-Y, join my heart. Clean up with one sampatak. Kay Sankatutak. And Akashi right now looking for that takedown there. 1 drop is all they need. The Nano Blade was enough to just bust through the barriers. 2 ticks taken there. It did take 3 minutes though, so well done to the defense with the stall. Sleep dart right now onto the Tracer, and Killy has to get out of dodge. So here we go, yeah, again, Blazer right now, gonna get that frag along the way. 2 kills here for the red hand side. They are gonna try to get that push all the way in. In the meantime though, Flo and CJ31 gonna have the grab as well as the Riptire ready to go. Still though, Noriyusu staying in position, Akashi popping that deflect instead. Inoa though, Shatter still ready to go. Can pop it at any time. He's been holding on to this one like a mother who just cherished their son or daughter. In the meantime though, payload being pushed. CJ31 getting enough ult charge for that Riptire, but damn, Shiver playing the aggressor, just stomps on Alex Seed. Patui, the winged angel does go down. Shiver though needs to stay alive, size 6 down, uppercut. Can he get enough of that rest back? Grab the surge though, will be able to get 4, and here we go with Riptire. Shatter though being tossed, but no, CJ31. Seems like his name has the number of kills. He gets 3 right there, right then for the Riptire. Flamesy mark as well with the Coalescence. He can add 1 to that count. Anyway, right now, Nano Boost is available, and Akashi ready with the blade. I love seeing this from both a Genji and an Ana. In sync, in timings. They get their ultimates at pretty much the same time. And into the air, we might see the Cyborg Ninja. Alodia might be proud right here, right now, of Mr. Akashi. But Rat will get funneled in by Killy instead. Stepping on that one, Pest Control is there. And Akashi right now, knowing the fight is over, gonna be staying his blade. Good discipline here from the Genji, but he watches everyone that he knows and loves die in front of him. Now, minute 50 remaining. The Genji has the back on. Out Killy with the pulse bomb. Onto the spawn point, not gonna get much. Vulnerability there, and then still though, Nano Boost is available. The red hand side trying to go for the push. And anyway, here we go with the shot. Spy grenade toss does get 3. Opportunity of the red hand side. Akashi right now whipping out the blade. Rats tossing that Nano Boost into the air. Thrust is upon onto Akashi, and he does deliver, showing on up with 3 frags yet again. Alexei though flying on up, and Flamesy mark back into the fight. Akashi though gonna get a kill yet again. Shiver right now cleaning up Killy, who's contesting the payload, and that's the best thing Killy can really do. He knows that the fight is over. He'll just contest the payload to force a scenario that the blue hand side can still contest, but they will need that Lucio to get in position properly. Anyway, Alexei still stays on to the Mercy instead. Flamesy mark close that Coalescence. So we'll see if CJ31 can actually get a Riptire or 2. Killy though, good frag onto Akashi, gets the Genji, but where is the tank line? The Doofus cannot contest by himself. CJ31 right now using cover with the tanks, and oh, and nowhere to use, who blocks it on this time. Red Rose goes for the hunt, takes care of CJ31, and it should be the offense making this happen. Deadeye connects onto the barrier, and nowhere to use instead gives a little bit of a love tap there to Ambi. And friends fighting in different lines. Noryusu leading the charge right here, right now. Team Red getting another chance to push into King's Row. Seems like the Nano Blade really is the way to go, but Rat right now gonna have that Nano Boost a lot quicker than Akashi's gonna get the sword in hand. Still though, Killy really wants to get that Genji. Gonna get punished by the Sleep Dart. Akashi will get that takedown. Well done there to Rat yet again. And right now getting position. Grab the Surge into play. Coalescence right here, right now. Blazer coming onto the side. And CJ gonna get killed right in the middle. Grab the Surge though. Still gonna get 3. Shadow right here, right now from Ambi. Can he stay alive? 22 HP. And the Dream is alive. Gets the pin on the Rats. That's gonna be enough for the defense to set the tempo yet again. So watching what that one happened, Twin grabs a good flank there from the left by the Zarya. But look at this, Shatter Ambi staying alive, staying alive indeed, and the pellet, and just, you know, that charge, just for good measure. Like, anti-heal me, I'll pin you to the wall. Anyway, Killy right now into the backline yet again. Sleep Dart is dodged. And Shiver though gonna get that turnaround play. Good peel there from the red hand side. But unfortunately, Rat can't be kept alive as Ambi goes for the skill shot fire strike. Gets that takedown. CJ31 now making it rain. Grenade after grenade after grenade after grenade. Does he have a demolition permit off to this one? And I'm watching TF2. Is this the Demo Man back in action? Anyway, 20 seconds left. Blazer deciding it's time to swap things out. Let's go on that Sigma instead. Still though, Nano Blade action here between Akashi and Rat. They are gonna do the exact same thing. They even go for the beat just to make this one safe. CJ31 gonna be able to stay alive with that Riptide. Never mind, Blazer gonna toss those Hyperspheres. He does die in the line of duty, and the ultimate is completely wasted. Unfortunate there for CJ. Alexei though on the right hand side. but that is a lot of resources invested there from the red hand side. Akashi right now trying to get on the way. Can the Genji get a shuriken or two more? Doesn't seem to get it. Shiver though, that are available. Going to go for the flank. Ambi going for the shatter. No, Ryusu going for the counterpin. And Ambi now gonna get out muscled. Here we go with the Deadeye onto the right hand side. Good punch there from Killy. Tossing Shiver into the wall. Meteor Strike now available. 1 second to the punch. Gonna go into the backline. Wants to go for Rat. Can Diana stay alive? Seems like that's the case for the time being. Side 6 down though. Sleep Dart is dodged. Bar Grenade coming into play yet again. Can Rat still stay on? Oh, Blazer with an awkward barrier almost saves Diana. Not gonna happen. Killy right now playing proactive. The doofus. Perfect pick right here. And that should be the round. The red hand side unable to go the distance, to go all the way. And Killy with that doofus knowing where to go and knowing who to take down. So big shout out guys to the people who's been subbing so far. Thanks to Reaperts, thanks to Full giving a sub to Lone, thanks to Calderan as well. Shout outs as well to VJ Dazo, to the 100 bits just cheering on his friends. Good to see all the supports for the names that don't really show up too much in the stream. So shout outs guys to everyone who's participating into this one. And you know, second round of action into King's Row, and it's been an exciting one. The red hand side though, a little bit of one-trick pony. I said this before and I'm saying it again. You can't just rely on the Nano Blade to do all the dirty work. You have to win fights as well to just be able to steamroll with that sword. You know, our ancestors guys, our ancestors did not go with the way of the sword just to rely on it all the time. We all can't fly up in the air like Super Saiyans, as this orb is just rotating. Damn, it's shiny, that's for sure. Anyway, interesting defense here. Gonna be playing Akashi on that Bastion. Shiver playing that Reaper instead. So this does mean that he will have that CQC peel. Still gonna have a few sources of damage, few instances to be able to get meat shot after meat shot. Problem is playing the Bastion and the Reaper does put you open for a bunch of CC, a bunch of long range damage. Usually in these instances you go for the nano boost Widowmaker, and seems like Killy having the idea already. Plays that Widow, backing on out zone, doesn't want to stay on. Seeing the double barrier dissuades him from playing the flanky spider instead. Anyway, Ambi going to flow, playing that Ryan Zarya, CJ31 coming on back to go into a Hanzo. Now going for the Hanzo is a good idea for barrier break, but you need a lot more support in this day and age. It's not enough to play the Hanzo. You need someone like a Zen, you need someone like a Batiste. You need a little more damage there from your tank line. It seems like it's not gonna happen. Ambi right now trying to hold the shield strong. Akashi just looks up on top, easy takedowns there, knows the matchup is heavily in their favor. Well, Ambi is brought back to life. Now Akashi backing on out, trying to reposition right here, right now, while there is a lull in battlefield. Still though, Killy going for the flank, wants to go for the Mercy and the Batiste. Will go for the med pack or two. Shiver doing the same. Two Reapers, one objective against opposite sides. Anyway, Killy gonna get that frag. Akashi though doing the same. I feel a little too late. Here going out with the Coalescence, and the red hand side cannot panic. Now the I-Field will go down very soon. Coalescence though from Flamesy, trying to get the damage done. Here comes the Zarya. Red Rose going for the pop-up, going for the pocket, and a beautiful fortify there from Inorisu, but still not enough. Still though, the red hand side on the back foot, on the right hand side. Here we go now with the Valkyrie. Amp Matrix is there as well. I-Field right now to the point. Rat jumping into that one and going to the flow, cleans up the gadget along the way. Ambi right now ready with a shatter. Good pin onto Inorisu, and the blue hand side having the advantage here and now. Just needs to clean up Blazer. That's gonna be a Sigma taken down. It seems like really Bastion comps are not the way to go here in the Newborns Tryouts, as now a minute and 40, 2 ticks taken, should be the halfway mark right here right now for the blue hand side in terms of that time back, and we'll be able to get a similar one onto the second point.
Objective lost. Stop the payload.
Anyway though, Flux is available here for Blazer. On the flip side, Killy on the left hand side. Reaper shots are abound. Can Killy get a frag or two right here, right now? Akashi trying to get on away. Death Blossom now available. Shiver all the way behind. Perfect time to actually go for the Spinaroonie. And then we get the Flux there from Blazer as well. Double Death Blossom! And Killy cannot stay alive compared to Shiver, who gets 3, will get pinned by Ambi by the tail end. That's just how the cookie crumbles, and that's how you play that Reaper, guys. Shiver was waiting, watching. He saw Blazer go for the Flux, like, sure, okay. As soon as they land, go for that DB. Killing on the flip side, immediately shut down. That's, you know, it's a little hard when in the workplace you see your counterpart do so well. Coalescence right here, right now, though. Flamesy Mark keeping the beam on going. Ambi with a good shatter there through the barrier, just walks into that one. CJ31 right now. Dragon Strike is so good on second point King's Row. And unfortunately here for the blue hand side, no one is pushing the payload. Like, sure, you're able to get the fight wins, you're able to get frag after frag, but it does not matter because the red hand side can regroup in front of that second checkpoint. Anyway though, grabbing the surge available here and now for Flow. Shiver in the meantime playing that Pharah instead. Asher is not ready with the blade, but Rat is the one desync as he swaps over from the Batiste to the Ana. Zeldo, Rat's doing a good job to try and get that nano boost. Flow has the Graviton Surge, and will this be Season 10 all over again? Yes it is! The Dragon becomes you into the Graviton Surge. Blazer though able to stay alive. Akashi now with the Hero Blade instead. Looking for some cuts. Can Rat actually get the nano blade in time? Seems like it's unnecessary because it's 3 frags on the board here for Akashi. Finds the opportunity, finds the scenario, and should be making people proud. Killy though with the Death Blossom right now just blows up Rat along the way. Akashi with another frag onto Ambi, the Genji, an absolute hero right here, right now. This is a one sword man trying to keep this one happen. Apparently he has a short sword as well, and he's flying around doing acrobatics. The red hand side, speaking of flyers, Shiver is back. And just Akashi, a heroic effort there to keep the fights alive. Absolutely impressive effort there from Akashi. Finds the opportunity with that blade. Still though, fight is over. Head here for blue hand side. Flamesy Mark gonna have that coalescence, and big kudos to Flame. He's been getting quick calls right here, right now for his team. Pretty much the standard you should expect from a Moira. Shadow now available. He tries to go for the catch. Shiver though up on top, gonna be stopping that one down. Peter Pan apparently is being cosplayed here by Shiver. Still the rockets being tossed onto the streets of King's Row. There we go with the halt yet again. Bionic grenade toss does get 3. Rat right now though. Nano boost already available. And damn, Akashi ready with another blade! Now these are the things that surprised me here on Plat Diamond the session. Good to see the red hand side performing so well. Blue 2, like there are ultimates that are up to the standard that you would see on tier 3, tier 2. And here we go right now with the blade from Akashi yet again. This time he gets the nano boost, and it's time to cut. CJ31, Flamesy Mark, both do get taken down. The coalescence is not enough to just face off against that blade. Killy though gonna get the frag onto Shiver. Vice versa rather, the Pharah getting the kill onto that Reaper, and without that nano boost, Akashi would have fallen on flat. Well done there to Rat as well. And we might be able to check that one out real quick as the blade was dropped. Look at that, 26 HP. Still though, the Reaper gets shut down. Anyway, Deeply comes online this time. It should be a halt into the broad. Shiver is waiting by the rooftops. Seems like the air raid sirens might be making a comeback into the London streets. Because Shiver waiting for the opportunity. Already the halt does come, and here we go with the Rock Barrage! 1-2, they go down. Alex and CJ31 even the kill on to go with the Flow. Seems like that was too much of a tie there. And Shiver absolutely cold-hearted, getting those frags. Skilly, Desperation, Death Blossom not gonna be enough. Anyway, let's just check this one out yet again. He went for the halt early, but seems like CJ31 too focused in the front. Flow backs on nuts, gets the barrier in time, but still not enough. The Zara didn't have enough energy to shut that one down. Now with 10 seconds left, they have the Dragon Strike available. They're not going to have the Graviton Surge in the first instance. So they start things off with the Dragon Shatter, though unfortunately not in position. And Ambi right now hammering away. Overtime though ticking away. It's a 1-for-1 trade Supercharger here from Inoue Ryuzu. And they get a Resurrection. Alexid right now trying to bring one back to life. Not going to happen. Killy though fragging on out yet again. The Reaper in CQC pretty much in his nature. Inoue Ryuzu trying to shield dance the night away, but it might not be enough because Red Rose will fall on down, wilting on over. Coalescence from Flamesy Mark. Unnecessary, but sure, it's fireworks right here, right now. The blue hand side has one more chance to push all the way in. Anyway, the Flow ready with that Graviton Surge. Killing in the meantime. Shiver just getting caught in the crossfire, getting caught on that second floor. The Reaper actually coming close. And you never want to be in positions where a Reaper can kill you. You know you're doing something wrong when the Reaper is the one fragging you out. Anyway, now the boost right here, right now for Unlucky Red Rose ready with that Valkyrie as well. Grab the search right now though from Flo, and Blaze are gonna get that takedown. Flo unfortunately not getting the follow-up that he needs. Alexid right now with another good res, but has to get on the way. Nano Blade is into effect. Wants to go for a cut. Tries to go for Killy first. Akashi gonna get that takedown there and then. Ambi right now though, still in position. It's not gonna be enough. Reset here for the red hand side. Oh, the hook onto Flame. Can he stay alive? Seems like his corpse is gonna come from the Shadow Realm. Anyway, rocket shots here from Shiver. Red Rose still staying on that Mercy. Interesting, the red hand side has decided to still play Pharah Mercy on to King's Row third point. Usually the high ceiling dissuades you from doing so, as well as that second floor. But it is what it is. Rocket Barrage available right here, right now. Killy should Shadow Step up on top to shut things down. But he has to Death Blossom. Wants to play the ground game instead. Abby going for that Shatter. And here we go with the clearing the area effects. Killy trying to go for the wing around the Verzi. Doesn't get it. Shiver right now with the frag already. And Overuse getting on board as well. And as overtime taken away. CJ31 now looking to get these kills instead. Blazer though in the face of the Hanzo. Ambi deciding it's hammer time. Beautiful Spark Strike off the Shiver. Again, the ceiling playing such a big effect. And the blue hand side at the tail end of that one, clutching the game, winning 3-2.
Play of the game.
Remember guys, we are on the live server, huh? The play of the game goes over to CJ31. Seems like we got another Junkrat player in our midst.
Double.
See how this was gonna go. 4 or 5 frags on the board. That was again, King's Row always a fun map to see. It really goes to show when you're familiar with the map, then you know what to do. That was the second map out of 3, so we'll be going for our last map of the day, Volskaya Industries, in just a bit. Team's gonna get shuffled, and we'll see you guys in a moment. Welcome back guys. It seems like we're gonna be good to go into game number 3. Nova Yusu, Flow, Shiver, Akashi, Caveats, and Alexid this time. Here for the blue hand side. On the red, it's Ambi Blazers, Sensi, CJ31, Flames Mark, and Red Rose. Pretty exciting matchup right here, right now. I can't wait to see what these guys have in store for us. And Shiver and Akashi keeping on together, apparently. That's pretty interesting. That's Shiver and Akashi are still on with each other, or will we get a little bit of that swap action? That's the real question. I feel like it's still gonna be balanced around. But anyway, on Volskaya Industries, last time we just saw pretty much a cut above that's the Blade getting pretty much take down the bubble shield. That was an absolute MVP. The unfortunate Zen walking into that trance. Besides that, you know, it was a pretty tame map. Volskaya Industries as well as Temple of Anubis. Both mats really suffering from the spawn advantage syndrome on the fact that it's 2 CP. Anyway, seems like we are going to be good to go. These are the players that are going to be together. These are going to be the matchups. That's going to be the case. And you know what? Flow, Shiver, Akashi again, Caveats, and Alexid on the blue hand side versus Ambi Blazers, Sensi, CJ, Flamesy, and Red Rose. Gonna be a fun one here on to Volskaya. It's gonna be frigid. And remember guys, after this one, we're gonna take like an hour break. We'll be back at 9 for the Contendies bugs. Still though, if you guys want to keep tuning on in, feel free to do so. The drops are there, as well as the beats for the BlizzCon 2019 poster giveaway. They're all down below if you need a little bit more of that information. Anyway, Volskaya Industries, let's get into the factory floor and let's get into the foundry. Here we go, into Siberia yet again. So one more time, one last map right here, right now in our second set. We're gonna have Inoris go with the flow, Shiver, Kashi, Caveat, and Alexid playing on yet again. In the meantime, it's Ambi, Blazer, Sensi, CJ31, Flamesy Mark, and Red Rose going on for one more time.
Ready
From that previous matchup, it was all about those Genji Nano Blades. This time, I'm not gonna see it here from Akashi. It's Shiver getting the mantle, getting the opportunity to play the ninja. In the meantime, Sensi whipping out his. And looking at this DPS roster right now, 1 to 3 Genji Mei, CJ31 the only one who plays a little off in terms of that hero pool. On the flip side, Inoris and Go with the Flow, both comfortable in playing the Orisa and Sigma together. In the meantime, Blazer and Ambi onto the Ryan Zarya instead. Still might not be their heyday, still might not be their patch. But we'll see if they can make it work, because they are playing that Lucio Moira yet again. Red Rose does understand the set tempo plays of Lucio, as well as going for the speed boosts, going for the hides on the sound barrier. I'm expecting a lot more takes here from our red support line. Oh yeah, Flamesy Mark already, 34% within the first 15 seconds. Good use of the Moira beams here, and now courtesy of Moira, spraying only when necessary. Doesn't need to keep the left click strong, can just tap, tappity tap. Still though, unfortunately, CJ31 will get taken down, but it's a 30-second coalescence, and it might be time here for the red-hand side to go, Ghost. Unfortunately, they do lose Sensi, and they're hesitating without that damage. Now, finally, Flamesy Mark can let it rip. Shiver though, close to the Dragon Blade as well. It's a 1-for-1 trade. Blade now in hand here for Shiver. Might want to whip it out to just seal the deal. No, he's saving it. Looking to back on out instead. Akashi Deadeye gets Ambi. The Zarya trips on over, all the way in front of the entrance. Flashbang onto Sensi. We'll get that takedown. And here for the blue hand side, a bit of defense working really well for them. In the meantime though, Dragon Blade available here for Shiver. Still, alongside so many ultimates here for the blue hand side. Ult economy right now in full effect. Seems like the Volskaya stocks are really just flourishing here. Anyway though, Flux now being sauced into that Dragon Blade. Shiver trying to go for a cut or two. Unfortunately, it's a little awkward because he dashes on down as Flow lifts them up. I guess a little bit of desync there in direction, but it still is enough to get 4. The only one left is Sensi. He gets staggered. The red hand side now, waiting by the entrance yet again.
My ultimate is charging.
Bernardo, Caveat, and Alexid ready with the Valk as well as that Coalescence. On the flip side, Blazer should be ready with that Shatter, so 1 stun to rule them all and 1 stun to just actually bind them down to the ground. Soundbar right now though from Red Rose. Here we go with the push on in. Flashbang does again. Oh, the shield! The shield blade from Inoryusu. Absolutely beautiful. And a supercharger even for good measure. Alexid popping the Valkyrie. And we go for Akashi with last minute Jedi, I guess. Sure, but is fine. Caveat though holding on to that Coalescence. Good display here from the blue hand side. Seems like Calm's on points and doing really well together. But now though, Team Blue is dominating this whole setup so far. Here we go though with the toss on out to Red Rose right now. Swapping over to that Ana instead. Caveat Red though does have the Coalescence available. In the meantime, Ambi, Captain Surge is coming very, very close. And here we go with the leaps on forward yet again. Shiver right now. Dragon Blade available one more time. Whooping it out into the back line. 1 and 2! The 2 supports lining up for that one. But the Graviton Surge here from Ambi might turn things around. Here we go with Caveat keeping the Coalescence strong. There's the Resurrection again. Courtesy of Alexid onto Akashi. And Inoryusu onto the corner. Gonna mop up CJ31 in that matchup. And now 1 minute left. Desperation time here for the red hand side. Sensi moving over to that Tracer. Ambi onto that Roadhog. Feels like they need a little more DPS and they need to have some pressure on the objective with these swaps doing what needs to be done. Anyway though, Still the tank line ahead of the curve here for the blue hand side. 72% and 69 here for recent flow. Seems like the flux as well. Supercharger gonna be paying dividends in this one. Akashi though, waiting at the wins, gets the flanker already. Flashbang doesn't get CJ31. Unfortunate there. Blazer though does go for the pin onto Alexine. Can't resurrect herself. Ambi does catch out Caveat as well. And seems like the blue hand side's defense just falling apart at the seams. It was so good at the start. Flow gonna go for the desperation flux. Blazer will be able to stay alive. Good on him. And the red hand side living to fight another day. Seems like a lucky break there. Especially, oh no, Shiver. What a deflect to take care of Sensi. Dashes on forward. Needs to go for the reset right now as the second point will be activated here by the offensive.
New defense point. Objective B.
So anyway, Ambi just marching on forward yet again. And Blazer gonna be in position one more time. And know we're used to. Supercharger holding on for dear life. Never go with the hook one last time. Placy Mark. Already expect him to have the coalescence in hand, and he does so. Very quick on that coal compared to pretty much everyone in the sets in both hours. Anyway though, Red Rose right now. Anubis is available. Ambi in the meantime, still on that hog. Akashi hunting for the Tracer. Gets a flashbang onto Sensi. Unfortunately, doesn't get the shot. Eventually, the melee will connect Shiver right now. Try to get on the way. Uses a switch strike. Gets the reset time. And the biotic grenade there from Red Rose to dissuade him from doing anything else. Anyway, double barrier here from Ryusu, and Flow should be able to keep the lines here for the defense in check. In the meantime, though, Dragon Blade is available here for Shiver with a lot of ultimates here for the defense. It seems like the stocks really of the blue hand side have been heavily in their favor. Their economy has been very, very effective for the time being. In the meantime, Supercharger is available. Flow throwing out a few shots along the way. Shiver in the meantime on the left hand side. Dragon Blade available. Caveat right now. Coalesce is still at the ready as well. And they are just trying to play backwards instead. They're trying to play all the way behind. Dragon Blade though, very awkward there from Shiver. Will get punished by both Ambi as well as Sensi. Brawl right now to the point though, trying to get as much damage done. Supercharger here on the right hand side, and Flow contesting as much as possible. Akashi though, given the opportunity to get the guy onto two. Wants to go for Ambi as well. 3 frags on the board already. Blazer right now, gonna get charged up. Flow, Shiver, 2 more kills. Yes, Team Blue. So far so good. Right here, right now, Meteor Strike available here for CJ31, as well as Red Rose on that Nano Boost. So one last chance here for the red hand side to have a proper fight. First things first, they need to get their Widowmaker in position to actually get a sniper too. On the flip side, the Flux always gonna be a game changer here from Flow. Can just lift them up and even force a C9 or 2 just before the timer ticks away. Anyway, the blue hand side playing onto the backwards. Shiver again, gonna get taken down at the start. Sensi this time will get the shot he needs. Resurrection from Alexide. He's been very sneaky with these reses. Been very, very effective. Blazer though, going for the shatter. Puts Inoryusu to the floor. The reason now, bumped onto the points. And Shiver gonna get his revenge onto Sensi into this one. CJ31 though, getting a takedown yet again. The Doomfist right now onto the left hand side. The Genji though, another kill here. Seems like the second chance has given him new life and new purpose to go for frag after frag. Coalescent though from Lame Z Mark. We have a ball instead from Minoru Ryusu. Trying to go for Alexide right here, right now. Akashi onto the Reaper instead. And as overtime takes away, CJ31 gonna get the frag that he needs. Shiver has the blade in hand though. Can he actually get the kills here? He's going to the right hand side. Flow still keeping on. There we go with the boot, but Flamesy Mark still gonna get pinned to the corner. Now the first stick should be taken here by the red hand side. Shiver on this high ground still though. He's looking for an opportunity to actually contest and go for the blade. And into the air he goes yet again. Gets the cut on the CJ31. Coalesces here from Caveat. Absolutely clutch to keep him topped up along the way. And that's 4 frags on the board. Spawn advantage going in favor of the blue hand side. And that should be all the spawns enough to defend Volskaya.
Heroes never die.
Score 0-1. Switching sides. Initiating match.
Anyway, here we go again. On to the second round we go. Let's just talk about a few things here that we've noticed so far. And the support line. Oh, first pause. What's going on? A little unfortunate, huh? What's happened there? Seems like a little bit of an issue. We're gonna be checking that one out real quick. And a few latency issues happening right here, right now. A little unfortunate for Blazer. Pretty much affecting his play. But still though, Noah Flow, Shiver, Akashi, Caveat, Alex Seed able to defend well. And this is, I was gonna say it's all about the supports. I would say Red Rose having that Lucio knowledge, the Lucio know-how on the speed boost and all the hiding. Flamesy Mark though, jam on those calls so quick. This is pretty much the standard you should expect and should want from your Moira, and Flamesy is able to hit them for more or less in many check marks. In the meantime, Alexid has been on Mercy 30 for throughout, but I would say that he has been very sneaky, that's for sure. Resurrections from Alexid have been untapped, have been unchecked, and overall the Mercy getting value, giving people a second chance. Anyway, we are going to be going back into the game. Seems like everything is good to go. The blue hand side on the attack this time. The double barrier though from Team Blue working anyhow effective. As Noah Flow, Shiver, Akashi, Caveat, and Alexid gonna try one more time to muster the forces and go all the way forward. In the meantime, what will the defense run? Seems like there's a little armor there on the red hand side. Should be a Orisa here from Blazer. And Ambi gonna go on to the Hog instead. Sensi back onto the Widowmaker. CJ31 playing the Junkrat to try and get a multi-kill after multi-kill. But Red Rose on the Brig he goes. Flamesy Mark onto the Moira yet again. Why change something if it isn't broken? And Flamesy Mark right now showing that he's quick to get those ults. Now the real question is, will the Moira still be anyhow effective after PDR patch? Less healing right there, right then. Will Moira still be played? Seems like Luciana might be able to get back into the heyday. Will we see more or less the same kind of ultimates there from Flame? That's the real question right here. For me, the more hero picks you show in these tryouts that are actually effective, that are not detrimental to your team, as Alexid's walk into the trap. CD31 saying thank you very much for 12% and that first kill. As I was saying, people who are showing more flexibility as well as showing more hero pool know-how basically is above and beyond for me. Because one thing is to be good at one hero at your skill level, another is to be decent at more or less many different heroes so you can get better as a whole system. But anyway, I digress. It's not about that. It's about this flank here with the teleporter Shiver trying to lead the charge. Wants to go for CJ31 right here, right now. And Orisu though, gonna go for the pin and brawling onto the point he goes. Wants to go for shot after shot. Red Rose right now going for the stun as well. Here we go with the hammer swings. Goes for the hook. Red Rose gonna get that frag on board at the same time. It seems like defense with the Brigitte into play should be able to stay alive for the time being. Good attempt there from Team Blue. An attempt was made. Akashi though on this naked Pharah, deciding to reset instead of staying on. So it's very interesting from Akashi. The Pharah can actually stay behind, can stay alive, and spawn cap the Widowmaker coming from that second point. But anyway, since he's back into the fight, Shiver gonna go over to that Genji. Akashi still on that Pharah without a mercy. So eventually Alexid relents. Back to the Mercy he goes. This is pretty much what he's been playing all throughout. The one time he goes off the Mercy, it seems like there's a Pharah that needs him in the sky. Anyway, rally here from Red Rose. They are just playing into the doorway, playing peel, playing shield, bash, flip shots, all that's know-how. Sensi though with a frag onto 2. There we go with the Halt. Ambi right now cleaning one up. And here we go with the grenade shots along the way.
No one can.
Now the important aspect here for Ambi will be the Halt hook. Blazer has that supercharger available, and with the Halt hook, they can pretty much insta-give anyone on the opposite side. Akashi though swapping things over onto the Reaper he goes. Alexid back to the Moira. And honestly, Akashi is putting Alexid in such an awkward scenario in terms of ult charge. Now 1% again on that Moira. After that Mercy swap, Caveat though, deciding it's time to go for the Nano Boost on the Shiver, but he's not ready yet. The only time you wanna go for this Nano Boost would be to get some ult charge, but 69% is still too far off. CJ31 gonna go for that Reptar. Akashi in the meantime gonna clean up CJ. Here we go with the brawl into 2. Sensi gonna get the shot still. But anyway, the Reaper has finally carved a little bit of an opening here for the blue hand side. Anyway though, Cool hog here from Ambi, trying to push on forward. Deflect is there. Shadow right now from Ilios, who gets the pin! And Hero with the hammer swings yet again. Sensi right now looking for a frag or two. Flamesy Mark going for the coalescence yet again. Shiver right now looking to stay alive. That might be a taken there. And Ilios though tossing that fire strike. Here we go now with the charge. And on to the point we go, we go. A minute though remaining. One last real chance here for the blue hand side if they trip on over. They can't stagger themselves as well. But CJ31 gonna get caught on the inside. That's the Junkrats getting into the mousetrap that he built for himself. Anyway, first take now taken. Still a chance here for the red hand side to contest. Where is Sensi? He's still getting sidelines, but someone needs to judge. Flamesy Mark might want to fade on out. So much hesitation here from Team Red. And they decide to back, but this might be a pain train coming their way. Sensi gonna grab a hook, but he messes up. Hits the wall instead. Can feel with the flow actually gets that Widowmaker. He's trying to be cheeky. Wants to go for the grab down surge. Going for the chase down. Will it lead to the takedown? Not gonna happen. Still though, Shiver right now marching on forward. Deciding to switch right on in. Dashing through the wall and a one horse open sleigh. CJ31 though not gonna have the wall anytime soon. It's time for Team Blue to push. Oh no, the May has the wall yet again right here right now. The red hand side's anticipating this. Here we go with the rally. Halt is there. Whole hog. Oh, very counterintuitive here from the red hand side's plan. CJ31 was looking for an opportunity to actually go for the wall. This time defensive instead. Grab the surge, still does get 3. And Sensi gonna get a snipe on the Shiver. Coalescence now being used for the top bat. Caveat has that nano boost. Akashi now with the Death Blossom. The Beyblade is absolutely glowing. And one more time, interaction is the way to go. Seems like the red hand side not having the same ammo. CJ31 wanting people to cross. Everyone else pushing everyone back. And Team Blue gonna finish up Volskaya with a 2-1. That is gonna be day 2, our final day of the Newborns Tryouts.
Play of the game.
Life again goes over to Akashi, and that double dead die kill effective enough to just keep their team into that fight. Anyway, Volskaya, both sides just getting that last ditch efforts right there. Was able to get those first points, but the red hand side hesitating in such an awkward spots. In the meantime, MVPs, I would say on the tank line, Flo was able to provide the most utility, that's for sure. He was understanding more or less many of the scenarios, especially with those bubbles with those Graviton surges. Unfortunately, not enough of the follow-up. In terms of DPS, I would say that, especially since Shiver was able to get much of the game, I would say Shiver was very effective on that Ilios map. But damn, Akashi on King's Row, it was a whole different being on that Genji, playing the hero CJ31 as well with the Junkrat. But overall, who will I give it to? I guess I'll give it to Shiver a little bit, since he was able to be more or less effective all throughout. But damn, Akashi with that one huge hero play on King's Row, he cannot sleep on that. Finally on sports, Rats, so critics on the Ana, able to do many things, was forced to be the target of Sensi's Doomfist from many times as well. So big shout outs to him. And Flame with the coalescence says so quick, very effective. Really goes to show he's so strong on the Moira. You know, having the 30 to 40 second coalescence means that you are just within like the top of the top in terms of Moira play. That's a big thing you can build on. That's a lot of potential. Understanding how to maximize the heals on that hero. Red Rose knowing that Lucio played the Brig as well to an okay degree, but really it was that Lucio on Ilios. Alex Seed stuck on Mercy Duty. The thing he did special was those resurrections, so good on him. But overall, I'd say I'd toss my hat over to Rats on that Ana, as well as especially and Flame on that Moira with those quick calls. So there you go, guys. Those are a little bit of my opinions there. And then I really hope you guys enjoyed the show and we're able to support y'all friends, y'all fam, y'all any kind of people you're supporting. And thank you guys for tuning on in for this one. So in 4 or 5 minutes, 40 minutes actually, from when I say this, We will be going online yet again for the contenders bugs. And that's gonna be super super exciting. This one was on live patch, and yeah, we are gonna be able to get those Pugarinos really really soon. Brought to you by Kai as well as the rest of the contender specific community. There's gonna be a Thai broadcast as well if you're into that. If you speak the language, big shoutouts again to Kai and Luna, of course, for all their hard work. I'm just gonna be here to cast like I did here. So again, guys, this was the Newborns Day 2 brought to you by WatchOver PH, who's pretty much handling this. Again, I'm just here to cast. They're the ones making the decisions, and hopefully some of my comments going to be helping out in the decision making process. Big disclaimer again, I'm not in charge of that one. I'm just saying what I feel to be able to help you guys out and to help the admins in what they're trying to do. I'm gonna go grab dinner and get a little bit of a soother for my throat, so I'm good to go for the contendees bugs in just a bit. It's been fun, it's been great. Thank you guys for all the supports. Thank you for all the follows as well from Nerd, from Axel, from Antioquio. Thank you for the 100 bits from VJ Dotso, Rebirths with the resub, Flo with the gift sub onto loan, Kurt, Angelic Rose, Sleepy Bear, Roasted Fishes, Tyrion, Rocksteady, Ian, Novax Ranger, Jane7, Endless Dreams, 23 gets Sir 49, for all them follows as well. So yeah, that's been fun, that's been great. I'm Dex. See you guys really, really soon for our next one. This has been the Newborns Tryouts Day 2.